if anybody comes on here, because my following not that big yet. But just in case this video, like this live, cut off, I'm gonna just come back and do it as a video. So this really a testing, but also I'm going to go ahead and go through with my live video. So today I'm going to be talking about 15 ways that demons can enter, that unclean spirits can enter. Okay. So the first one that I have is abuse. Abuse, and that's any kind that causes emotional turmoil, emotional harm, any kind that causes us trauma. That's how unclean spirits can enter. Okay. So, like, it's an example would be like when somebody is mourning, if somebody is in a mourning state, that the devil will use that if he can get into, he will use that mourning state to pull you into a depression, a deep depression, and depression is of the enemy too as well, you guys. So you know. All right. So the second one that I have is curses. Curses such as witchcraft, which happened to me, of course, back in 2009. So, yeah. And the third one that I have is cursed objects. Any type of cursed objects. That's why it's very important to be careful what you bring into your home, because a lot of these things, a lot of objects you can bring into your home can be cursed. And be careful of family members that could be bringing certain things into the home as well. Okay. The fourth one that I have is cursed buildings. Cursed buildings. Okay. I don't really know much about this, but I've only heard about it, about certain places that you can go that can have dark spirits and things like that over it, that has curses over the buildings and whatnot. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about that. They go to a certain space in a certain place, and they don't feel nothing but dark spirits and stuff like that. All right, so the fifth one that I have is generational curses. Generational curses, which I've talked about in one of my videos, okay? So, and also, this is why I don't judge people too as well, because you really never know what's going on with these people. You really just never know. They could be going through a generational curse. They could be going through something that's been passed down to them within their family. This is why I don't judge anybody. Okay. I hope that this. Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna slow down. Can y'all hear me? Because this is my second time attempting a live video. That's why I said this is an attempt. So I hope that y'all can hear me. But also, number 6, I have words. You can speak word curses over your own life, over yourself. And that is a way that demons and unclean spirits can enter our vessels if we're not careful about what we're saying and what we're putting out into the atmosphere, and what we're saying. Like saying things like, I'm sick or tired. And I have to stop myself from saying that I'm tired too. Like, I'm tired of this mess. But it feels like that sometimes, but I try to watch that because I don't want to put that out there like that into the universe. Okay. So also, number 7, we have occult practices. That's another way that unclean spirits can enter into our vessel. I don't know much about occult. I really don't. But when I think of the occult, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, a group of people doing sacrifices, and that's in a, just in a group, all to themselves. The ones that's always doing the signs and stuff like that with their hands and things like that. That's what I think about when I think about the occult. And I also think about witchcraft. So I really don't know much about it though, so I can get into that one. All right, and I have number 8. Number 8 is false religions and false doctrine. That's another way that unclean spirits can enter. If you're not, see, that's one of the armors of God is the truth. To be in the truth, that's an armor. That's part of your armor. So if you're not in truth, that's another way that the demonic spirits can enter, by causing you to go on the wrong path, and then you find yourself bound by something, and you be wondering why. It's because the devil has led you to a place where you weren't supposed to be. All right. I think somebody said something a while ago, but I don't see it now. I don't know how this works, so we're going to figure this out. All right, number 9. Number 9 is fears and phobias. Fear causes unclean spirits to dwell. Fear is not from the Lord. Any type of phobias that you may have, I told y'all a long time ago I used to be real scared of a lot of stuff. I was afraid to do a lot of things. And so that caused me to be crippled in a lot of areas of my life. Crippling is from the enemy. Hindrance is from the enemy. So you have to fight through those fears and face them head on, honestly. Like right now, I don't feel like I'm afraid of anything. And I thought maybe it was dangerous for me not to be afraid of anything, but it's actually very empowering and it's a good thing. It also is very good for your health too, to remove fear from your whole equation, because that will, you can't walk in your power if you're afraid all the time. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, number 10. Number 10, I have trauma and grief. Trauma and grief. It's meant to harden your heart. Remember I told y'all about when I went through persecution, the enemy tried to harden my heart. He tried to harden my heart through the pain that I was going through at the time, and the big attack surprise method. It was a surprise, but it wasn't quite a surprise at the same time. So yeah, and it also can cause depression, which I just said is from the enemy. The enemy is always trying to find ways to traumatize us. Hey, sorry y'all. Number 11, we have unclean foods. Y'all, I could say a lot about this one, about the unclean foods. Um, the Lord been showing me a lot about unclean foods from when I was a teenager. So, and when I got older, I just put things together. But it's a lot. You can't just eat anything you want to eat. A lot of this stuff contains things that are equivalent to you drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. So, the chemicals and things that's in these foods are mood altering, and anything that alters us in a negative way is caused by unclean spirits. Okay, it can be caused by unclean spirits, and also cause hormonal imbalances. So yeah, and it can cause strongholds in our lives. It can cause a stronghold and life-threatening illnesses. I want to speak on that topic alone one day, but probably not today. I got a lot I can say about the food thing. Okay. Also, I got to number 15 to go. We at number 12. Also, addictions. Addictions, of course, can cause unclean spirits to enter. Addictions such as, of course, drugs, alcohol, medications too. I read certain medications that has the same side effects as being bound as witchcraft. And some of y'all probably won't believe this, but it's true. It's true. Porn, of course, things, anything that can become an idol, invites unclean spirits too as well. We're supposed to put God above the forefront, okay? So number 13, I have unforgiveness. Unforgiveness causes unclean spirits to dwell. Whoever that is, you need to forgive. Go ahead and forgive them people. That stuff will weigh on your health too, and cause unclean spirits to dwell and bring in all types of other stuff as well. All right. Number 14, ungodly soul ties. Ungodly soul ties that wasn't sent by the Heavenly Father, that can cause demons to dwell and to enter, okay? So that's why we're supposed to keep our vessel to ourselves and clean until God says otherwise. But okay, number 15, and I have willful sin. Sin that, you know that you're doing, you purposely sinning, that causes unclean spirits to enter. I know when I knew better, the Lord showed me several times whenever I knew better and did something anyway, my door got kicked down. Like the Lord calls our body houses. And so my front door got kicked down and the demon came in and he was like, he was telling me that he was going to get me and stuff like that. Like, no, you're not. So I decided to change it up and do things the right way. And I prayed on that too. Because we can't do this without the strength of the Most High. We just can't. We'll fall every single time. And there's a difference between falling short and willful sin. Sometimes we are going to fall short because we're not perfect. But willful sin and knowing what you're supposed to be doing and not doing it, that's willful sin. Just like today, I was supposed to do this live video last week. So I'm glad that the Lord was patient with me and allowed me to do this in this time right now, because he wouldn't let me do nothing else until I did this live, okay? So yeah, y'all, I gotta go to work. um, it's in the right amount of time too. So y'all, I will talk to y'all later. I hope that y'all enjoyed this and y'all have a good one. Blessed day.